the stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet. I hit the ground running when I'm invading your country. It's still with honor and discipline. Throw my guns like onions, dressed in camo with ammo for every situation I handle. They got us marching and stepping by my platoon. They get trampled if it ain't raining.
What's up, guys? RNG here from the Stone Vet USMC. Happy Thursday, man. The weekend's almost here. Super excited, dude, right? Super excited. Weekend's almost here. Hopefully your week hasn't sucked. Mine's been pretty good, man. I just got done interviewing an Army 82nd Airborne guy that's real big in the plant medicine, guys. That's what I've been doing this year, is hitting everybody representing plant medicine, trying to figure out exactly what the hell do I do? How do I do this, right? Like I said, guys, you are listening to the #1 Marine Corps podcast. You guys are watching it. You see the beautiful gold warhammer. You see the beautiful symbol in the back, right? Top Marine Corps podcast, right? And it's all because of you guys listening in on the show every single day, dude. I got episodes coming out 4 days a week. I'm super excited to be able to give content back to you guys so you guys don't feel like you're alone. There's always somebody there too, right? There's always great people in our community going back and forth, man. And we always do it just so you guys know that you guys aren't alone, man. I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Rafa 180. Rafa 180 provides the best medicinal grade CBD on the market, hands down. I tell you guys this every episode. One of the biggest things we suck at is sleep, right? Why not get the best sleep you can, right? If you're only averaging between 2 to 4 hours of sleep, why not make that the best sleep you can? Like the banner says across the bottom, if you go to rafa180.com, that's Romeo Alpha Papa Hotel Alpha 180.com, you get 15% off your entire purchase. You buy $85 or more, gets priority shipping right to the front door. So that's exactly what we're going to provide for you guys, man. Go check out rafa180.com. When you click on the link, the first thing that's going to pop up, it says time to sleep. Click that link, and it's going to be able to show you exactly the amazing sleep remedies that are out there to help you get the rest that you need, man. I'm super excited today, man. Not only are you getting the Top Marine Corps podcast host, but you also getting Brandi from Yes, I Am the Veteran, and you're also getting David from Vet Codes. You guys know how adamant I am about cannabis, plant medicine, psilocybin, freaking DMT, ashwagandha. There's all kinds of plant medicine out there, right? But Mr. David here decided he wanted to come on the show and share the wealth of news that he has for his organization, right? If you guys are into cannabis and you guys grow your own medicine, but you guys are veterans and you haven't been made aware of Mr. David here, like he's already sideways. He don't even know what he's doing, dude. He has no podcast talent at all, man.
It's like, am I high or is it just him?
No, it's him. And I don't even know. I think he came in wrong. He's already coming in sideways, man. How you doing, Brandi? How you doing today?
I'm good. It's been an interesting day.
Interesting, right? Look, we got all kinds of people chiming in, man. You got Kijana, what's going on? Chris Benoit, what's going on, Chris? Chase Coons, what's up, brother? How you doing? Tada, a la peanut butter sandwich, John Bourne. You got Michelle. What's going on, Michelle? Terrell, what's up, everybody? What's going on, Pterodactyl? What the fuck you do, Dave? I don't know what he did. He's frozen up. I think he's lost all.
No, he wants to know what Dave does. What do you do, Dave?
Oh, look, there's two Daves trying to pop in now.
Oh,
can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
But let's see you. So.
I don't know which one you are. There's two
Oh
of
my
you.
God.
Stoner problems. I love it.
Stoner problems.
No.
Well, introduce yourself, David.
A shitty phone.
No, you're good, dude. Just introduce yourself. They can't see your face, but let's introduce yourself and what you're doing.
This phone piece of fucking shit.
You were just live, dude. Didn't you just do a live? Weren't you just live on Facebook?
Tell us about your weed, Dave.
Getting bigger than Joe,
No.
Wheelhouse Incorporated. I'm trying to, Wheelhouse. You're absolutely right. We getting there. John says hi, Brandi.
Hi, John. It's been forever. I'm glad
This
you're back
phone.
on, brother.
I need a new fucking phone.
Can you hear us, Dave?
This phone sucks. I'm sorry, guys.
No, can you hear us?
No, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We hear you good. We hear you loud and clear.
Tell us about yourself, Dave.
I don't know. I think he's cutting in and out, cutting in and
Yeah,
out.
I think it's the phone. I think he needs
I
to
don't know. He
go
was
through
just
cable.
live. He was just live like 30 minutes ago. He just went live on his station. It happens, guys.
Yeah,
You guys know it happens. It happens whenever it comes with technical difficulties, right? So that's one of the biggest things. Let's see here. He
well,
said he's audio only. Let's see here.
we can do audio only.
We can do audio only. It's fine, man. There's another
Device.
device is not connected. You gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
Can you hear us?
I don't know. I don't know.
Pretty.
Howdy, my urban lighting friend. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, brother David? Repping Vetcos. Yes, he is, Tom. He is. He's trying to. We're trying to get him on here. We're trying to get him on here.
Well, we can
We don't
talk
know.
about a little bit about David while he's kind of getting connected.
Absolutely. So about a month ago or so, I had David on my show. So David's another freaking army, freaking pothead, right? Another army stoner, right? A lot of us we look at the slang pothead, stoner, whatever the case may be, right? And it's a stigma that was given back a long time ago, right? You look at Cheech and Chong, you're like them fucking stoners, da 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 da, right? And so my job, you guys know, is to break the stigma, right? Is it okay to be a stoner? Yeah, hell yeah, be a stoner, dude. Just as long as you understand the medicinal benefits that we're getting from this amazing plant, this amazing cannabis plant, right? And for you guys to understand and be able to be like, hey, this is plant medicine, is understanding of what the medicinal benefits that come with plant medicine. You know, for me, I've been without it. This June will be 2 years. I haven't been able to smoke pot. I haven't been able to smoke any cannabis, and it sucks because of my job. Come November, I will be off of probation and I will go back to smoking pot again, you know, regardless of whoever's listening in, they want to go back to my job and tell them, yes, I will. I'll go back because I'm not in a drug testing position, man. He was just on a group call too. See, I don't know, Tom. I don't know what's going on with David. He'll figure it out. He's got the link. He'll figure it out. He'll
Yeah,
get
he'll
on
pop
here.
back on. Yeah.
He'll pop back on. But that's one of the biggest things. So what David is doing over at Vetco's, dude, he is actually providing medicine. His organization provides you as the veteran an opportunity to grow your own medicine. He provides all the seeds for you to be able to grow your own medicine, right? How that's one of the biggest things that we struggle with, right? Is that we're always alone, right? We always feel like we're alone, that we don't have nobody to talk to. And Brandi here, she knows, right? I mean, that's one of the things. That's why we do these podcasts, right, Brandi?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people feel like, that no one has their back. I mean, in the military, like you say, people have your six, right? You
Right.
really don't feel like that support when you get out. It's just really not the same.
No, absolutely. It truly isn't, right? It sucks because everybody's like, I got you six, I got you six, I got you six. But then when push come to shove, it's like, ain't nobody got my six, dude. Like in the veteran community, a lot of you guys will see a lot of you guys have probably already encountered it. Half of them are for you and half of them are against you for whatever freaking reason. That's just the way it is. I mean, Brandi has her hands on a lot of crap and she's seen both sides of it. I'm sure you've seen both sides of it, to where these guys will burn you as quick as they help you, you know?
Yeah, and unfortunately too, like, it's hard to know and discern, who's who at first, because sometimes the biggest bullshitters, I mean, really look the best on paper. They have the coolest videos, and you really don't know until you start interacting with them. And then
Right.
some people get so frustrated, they're just like, no, I'm done. I'm not going to work with any veteran organizations after this.
Right. And that's it's hard. It sucks, right? So you guys know I work with Travis Johnson. Travis Johnson from nonprofit architect. Travis Johnson will tell you there's approximately about 55,000 veteran nonprofits in the U.S. right now, currently, right? Currently, there's 55,000 veteran nonprofits, and if you think about it, there's 50 states, man. So there's approximately about 1,100, 1,200 veteran nonprofits per state right now, right? And the crazy thing is that nobody knows about them. Nobody is aware of them. Nobody knows about these organizations that are out there to help us, right? There's no website you can pull up. There's nothing you can do to find veteran nonprofits in your area. Brandi knows, she's gotten her hands on a lot of nonprofits, right, Brandi? You've been working with a lot of nonprofits recently, haven't you?
Yes, I like to be diverse with nonprofits just because there is so much you can learn from different nonprofits, and it makes you all around better as far as helping, the next veteran or help set up the next event. I mean, you really never know, like with networking, who you're going to run into and how that person's going to impact something you do in the future, especially in the veteran community, because everyone knows everybody.
Right. No, absolutely. And that's one of the biggest things. That's why I always tell you guys on all my shows. I always tell you guys you have to grow your community. You have to grow your network, right? Regardless of where you live. I don't know what it's like in Texas. I don't know what it's like in Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, right? And that's one of the biggest things is that you that live in those areas, you have to reach out and find out what is in your area. I mean, Brady, right now you've been making knives recently in your area, right?
Yep. I actually took the Reforged course, which is actually a course that is for veterans with PTSD and first responders. You can actually sign up for this nice knife making class. They were actually on the show Forged in Fire a few times, and they actually sponsor a lot of veterans to go on that show. So it's crazy. The Forge Masters, you'll see just walking in as Forge like nothing. Like, who the fuck is that? Because like he's like fucking sawing away like mammoth fucking molar. It's like all amazing and shit. And you're like, is that a thing? Yeah. You feel like a dumbass, but it's amazing because the Kaler Forge actually does this reforge.org program where it's like a 3-day course and they actually teach you to make knives, and it's free, and it should be like $500 to $1,500 because of the amount of like the materials and the time that they are taking to teach you. So it's actually pretty cool. I'm actually also doing, because it is Women Veterans History Month, being in March. And so we actually are doing an event in San Antonio. It's a concealed carry course. It's going to be free to our women veterans, and we're going to do an advanced handling course as well, just because there's things you don't think about as a woman, that's different from a man, like in a tactical situation. Like say, like the holsters on the side, you have breasts, you have to reach over a boob, like, is that really, something that's quick in, a defensive situation? You have to think about that, right. Trying to, get, your weapon out of back of your pants, do you need like a special holster? Do you need, like what kind of grips do you have? It depends on your body type, so we're going to have like, removal from a purse, like other things for advanced courses as well, like just handling techniques for women that have already taken our course that we did last year.
See, and that's amazing. Like, I mean, that's the biggest problem though, is like I said, is that people aren't aware. I mean, how many veterans really know about this organization in your area? Like how many people are actually gathering together? That's one of the biggest things we do. We suck at gathering together after we get out of service, right? That's one of the biggest things is that how do I find these organizations that do this kind of stuff? I mean, there's organizations out there that help you handle your own dog. They'll help you get a dog and help you teach you how to handle it and go through courses and training and stuff like that. And they're nonprofits that do this stuff on a regular basis, and it sucks because a lot of us, we have no idea. We have no clue what we're doing. Like I said, I just had Trey on the show today. His episode will be out next week. And that's one of the biggest things. Like you get out of active duty service. Nobody's telling you what to do anymore. While you are in, somebody's telling you what to do, when to do, how to do it all day long. Sunday through Saturday, somebody's telling you where to be and what to do in the uniform of the day. Yeah, that's what they're telling you. And to understand that when you get out, you're like, dude, this sucks. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's why a lot of us get into alcohol. That's why a lot of us get DUIs, get in trouble, go to jail for stupid crap, And so it's like, how do I find myself? How do I know what I'm supposed to be doing? It's a struggle being a service member. That is one of the biggest struggles right here. I guess Jamie said Florida weather is awesome. Florida weed isn't great. Colorado is the best weed I've ever had. Michigan sucks. California was hit or miss. You got to bring your ass to Oklahoma to get the best weed. Hands down. I won't tell you right now.
Well, man, Colorado got some pretty good herb. I don't know. But any veterans that want to go and check out David's page, it's Vet Codes. So you apply and then you do all of your requirements. And then once you're in, they actually are very supportive in his group. So, I mean, there's no like dumb questions. If you have questions, if you have like there's needs that you have for like growing, they'll answer a lot of questions for you.
No, yeah, absolutely. Because the seeds there, he's a sponsor. He's a sponsor for a lot of seed banks. They donate a lot of seeds to him and his organization. And the best part is when you start growing it and you come into you get in trouble, you're like, what am I doing? How do this ain't going right? You can actually message them, and the people who created The people who actually created the seeds will tell you this is what you need to do. This is your next step. This is what you need to do. This is how you get to that next phase, right? And a lot of people are like, what? No, absolutely. Is what happens is that you get in there and you will be able. They'll teach you what it is, what it takes to grow the seeds that they've provided back to vet codes. Which
Yeah. And honestly, like what he said, it was they're in 9 countries now. Like they're all over the place. Like
all
because
over.
he actually had me reach out to one of his main sponsors. Was it Seedsman Genetics, and they actually referred me to someone else. So I guess I'm going to be speaking on women in weed or something along those lines in the very near future because it is Women Veterans History Month. So
Right.
I mean, it's great that veterans support other veterans that way. Yep. So they're going to be contacted by TJ. Yep. I got contacted when I got added. Yep. So they show proof of service. And then once you're in, like I said, they're very supportive. I know he also wanted to touch base on the fact that they're going to be doing the Earl Cup in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be they're going to have some tables there. So anybody that wants to meet them or kind of see more what they're about, like face to face, like he's going to be out there. So I think that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Hey Tom, how can I send you the link so I can get you on here? You are one of their admins.
Yes, definitely.
Like I said, guys, if you guys are watching this on Facebook, you guys watching on Facebook, like Graham Allen says, make sure you freaking share this content. Go, where's it at down there? Hit that share button. Share it with all your veteran organizations. Vets need freedom of medicine, right? Medical freedom is what I'm fighting for. That's one of the biggest things I'm fighting for, man. Get out there, share this content. Go share it right now. If you're on Facebook watching this, share this content. If you're on my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Definitely. David, you here yet or no? Nope. Device is not connected.
I keep connecting him. I feel bad.
I will be at CanaCon in Oklahoma City. Oh, you coming here to Oklahoma City, Tom?
Okay.
Absolutely. Hey, let me know when you get here. I'll bring you on the show. We'll shoot a show with you, talking about vet codes and everything you guys are doing over there as well. Like, CanaCon's right up the street from me, like 20 minutes up the road.
When are you gonna have like little like weed leaves on your like pillows though? Like I feel like it needs to be fully decorated. Like there has to be like a full theme. Like for me, like I'm not an award winner, okay? Like I'm just a humble podcaster, right? you're the winner. So like I've actually greatness from you, sir.
I got a lady that's going to be coming on the show. She is the founder of Chronic Palooza here in Oklahoma. Chronic Palooza is a big event. She's going on her 4th season right now. And I think they expect like 600,000 people to be at these events. I actually had a guy reach out to me and said, you should come out. And I was like, I'm trying to see. It's like an hour drive away from where I'm at. And I was like, oh, that means I got to pack all my shit up. And I hate going anywhere. I hate leaving the house.
You're just mad because you can't go and like partake. That's why. You're just going to be like big time salty.
Right. That's one of the I like to stay home. I like my comfortable area. This is my area, right?
Your safe space. Yeah, it's your podcast space. Safe space.
Yeah, this is my safe podcast. And what sucks is I don't want to go to these events, right? And I don't have your request.
Yeah.
I don't want to I can't smoke.
That makes
so for me it sucks because I can't smoke, right? I can't smoke. And it sucks. And it sucks. And if I go to these events, these guys are going to be smoking all day.
I mean, yes. Like, I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, I mean, I went to was it the Villain Arts Tattoo convention in Philly, and they had some cannabis sponsors there, and they had like a drink, and I can't remember what it was, but like literally they actually pulled them after the first day because people were literally falling face first, like getting tattooed. And like they had a bunch of sponsors there, like taping them, so they had to do just face plant. And I was like, oh, and it was like in our booth. I was like everyone had like the nods so bad.
I'm actually I'm getting EAT therapy on the 12th. Next week?
Okay. Nice.
On the 12th, I'm getting my hand done. So
don't do Rose. Don't do it. What are you doing?
No. I'm getting a Judas 8-2 tattooed on my hand.
Okay.
So I'll give it like, all right, Tom, I approved you. You're part of the group now. You're part of the group now, Tom. I got you. You know what I'm saying? He said, John over here says you are a class act, Brandi.
Don't tell anyone I have a reputation to keep, John.
Chris Benoit, I need a pillow. so we can bring him to the
Full of
field and
bars of
piss off
soap.
leadership.
So you can beat people. Like, nice.
Right, a pillowcase. So we can.
Is it like cannabis infused soap? I have questions. Is it Rifle 180 approved?
John says he works in the airline industry and he's not allowed to smoke. That's what we're fighting for right now, John, is medical freedom. We're pushing for the big push right now. Veteran Action Council has got their hands. They got the lobbyists in Congress right now fighting for medical freedom right now. The biggest thing right now that they're trying to figure out is the banking thing, the whole banking thing for these dispensaries, right? These guys are walking around with hundreds of thousands of dollars any given week and they can't put it in a bank, right? Because of the fact that it's still federally illegal. And so one of the biggest things is trying to figure out how to get a banking for these people, man. Are legal in Canada? They're legal or illegal, Chris? I don't care. I'm getting it. I'm getting my hands tatted in the military. No, no more.
Oklahoma, like getting tattooed on a Sunday is a pretty new thing. I remember like not all that long ago, you guys didn't have porn in your state or tattoos at like certain days.
And now look at us, we're leading the country in cannabis.
Like you guys just went wild, like weed and tattoos and porn, like in 10 years. Damn.
We lead the whole country in cannabis, the way cannabis is supposed to be ran, right? I had Eric on my show, right? He's coming out this Friday. His episode comes out this Friday. He's in Maryland and he's like, so how's it? How are the laws in Oklahoma? I said, what do you mean, dude? He's like, how many dispensaries you have? I was like 2,500. He said 2,500. I said, yeah. How many do you have in Maryland? He said 16. I said 16.
What are we at Texas? Like 2, 3.
I was like 16. He's like, how many grows do you have? I said like 9,500. He said, what? Like, what do you want me to tell you, dude? $2,500 and you can start a commercial grow.
Lie to me.
I was like, how many grows you got there? He's like 3.
Like, sounds like Texas. I'm just saying.
But he said it costs $60,000 to start a grow. Like a legal commercial grow, it costs $60,000 in his state.
I mean, people are lining up though. A lot of
here
businesses like it's big money. They know it's a return on investment.
Here it's $2,500. You can start a commercial grow.
What's in Oklahoma? Like, I mean, I get that.
So
I got married there.
Hey, we got good weed here. I like it.
I mean, I believe you. I seen that bed and breakfast. I want to go.
They got bed and breakfast. They got hotels. They got cannabis is everywhere here. It's you can't go down the street without seeing a fucking dispensary. No, I got a dispensary a mile down the road. I got 2 dispensaries now. They just opened a brand new one across the street.
Now you're just rubbing it in my face.
There's 2 dispensaries down the road. So if I go north 1 mile, there's 2 dispensaries. If I go west 2 miles, there's 2 more dispensaries, and if I go 3 miles, there's another dispensary.
But are they good dispensaries though? Because like
I don't know. I haven't been able. I only go to one, and that's the one by the base because I work out there, and he sells good medicine. And so that's him right here. I told him I don't know if he's watching, but that's what Emerald Elite right here.
Dang.
He sells good medicine. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That sucks, dude. Because look, I got it. I always have it. I always have it. I just can't smoke it.
Like, I wish I had that problem. I have the opposite.
It smells amazing. It smells. This is medicine. This is 1-to-1. This is 1-to-1.
Find self-restraint. Juan with all of that in his house behaving himself.
But I can't smoke it. I can't smoke it. I can only touch it and play with it, but I can't smoke it.
You seem so angry slamming that down.
I am. I'm super upset because I got weed everywhere. Look, I got more weed. There's more weed. There's a couple of joints on here that somebody else smoked in front of me. I got rolling paper so I can roll my own joint.
What, 2 years from now?
I got a pipe so I can smoke if I want to smoke out of a pipe. It's everywhere. I got it. I got it. I just can't smoke the fucking shit. I'm so pissed, right?
Just like freezing it, like just saving it.
It's here. You should see it. I was cleaning. We've been cleaning out the house, right? We're getting right. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know if we're moving or we're staying. We're still trying to figure it out. But I just cleaned out we just sold our bedroom set because we thought we were moving. So we sold our bedroom set. So I had to clean out my dresser, my nightstand. I got 2 boxes of weed that I can't do.
Like define box though.
Like a box, like
a moving box?
Diaper box, like 2 diaper boxes,
little, like shoe box, like
diaper boxes.
Like what do you got? Like dang,
2 diaper boxes full of weed.
Like how do you not smell that? Like you just discovered it. Like that's
it's all in plastic containers. It's all in plastic containers or glass containers.
Glass. Like after
I look at it, I was like, damn, I forgot I had all of this.
I forgot.
Damn it, I forgot I had because I haven't smoked in This June will be 2 years since I smoked weed.
See, my problem is that my dog, when she was a puppy, liked to run off with my vaporizer pens, and like I lost like 5 in my house. I never found them. So my concern is when I move, like the movers are gonna find all my shit, or I'm gonna find like what happened to them because we never discovered what happened. And it was like the whole rig, like not just like the little part. No, so it wasn't like she ate it. Like we would have known. She was like this big.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
You have to have some real cool movers.
She's probably high as hell. Like, oh shit, I'm so wise.
Right? That's probably why she kept taking him, asshole.
Oh man, how do I forget, Chris? Because I said since June of 2020, I had to stop smoking because of a fucking investigation. They wanted to give me a clearance. I said, I don't want your clearance. I don't need it. Well, it's going to be in the office. I said, but I'm not touching it, and I will never touch it. But you got to have it. I said, why? I'm not touching it, and I never will touch it. I have no need. You're going to spend $100,000 on a clearance that I don't need. And it's been a whole 2-year ordeal, and I won. They tried to fire me twice, and they didn't fire me. So, like I said, I had weed. Like I've always had weed. I'm never without weed. I have weed everywhere. It's in the truck. It's in the van. It's in the house. It's everywhere. And so, like I said, I got 2 diaper boxes full of weed.
So
all different strains.
RNGs, right? Yeah.
All different strains of weed. I love it. I absolutely love. I love it. I'm always have access to it. That's one thing I have. Since my wife been working for Rafa 180, I've always have access to cannabis. Right? She does CBD, and so it's part of the same market. You deal with the same people, and so guess what? They're like, here, take some of this. All right, I'll try it. Let me see how it feels. But that's why I tell you guys. You guys have to journal the crap out of this, right? Journal it. Look, see right here? Journal, right? Ideas. Journal it. Journal your high. How did it make you feel? What was it? What type of terpenes did it have? What kind of cannabinoids did it have? What did it have? You have to journal it so you know what you feel like. So next time you go and get more weed, it ain't that crap that made your anxiety go crazy.
Yeah, for me,
I don't know, because like you, Brandi, you can't just go to the dispensary. You just get whatever somebody gives you.
No, I like not even that. Like I have to be particular at the dispensaries because even at the dispensaries, they don't know what people with PTSD can and can't have certain strains. So they're cool to like make a buck and they'll sell you whatever the hell you're gonna walk out with, but they're not gonna tell you have PTSD. Like you probably shouldn't have fucking sativas unless it's like Jack Hare or you know like a couple other strains because of the fact they could potentially make your symptoms worse. Like for me, like I could actually like probably blindfold like smoke test tell you if it's a sativa or an indica just by how it makes me feel.
Right.
And like, you know, especially when we're veterans that are needing it medicinally, not just because we want to be high, you know, we really need to be cognizant of things that we're needing it to help with, like pain, or is it,
right?
You know, anxiety.
So right now I'm creating my terpene book right now. It's got right now I'm working on all the terpenes that are out there in the cannabis plants, right? I'm trying to set it up right now where it's going to give you a couple of popular strains that you can find in your local dispensary with what it has in it to help you with sleep, to help with pain management, right? Help with anxiety, help with depression and stuff like that. So I'm creating my book. I started it. I don't know how much further I'll get with it, but I started it. I'm there on that level. I started it, right? And so that will be out. It will be coming out. Look, we got a picture now.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We're back.
You're back. Hey guys, look, here's David right here.
Sorry about that, everyone. Technical difficulties.
Half these people that were here probably left already because you weren't on here. They're like, I ain't listening to this freaking jarhead.
I have boobs. You're fine.
My bad, guys. My bad. Sorry about all that.
Christian here says CBD don't do nothing for you. You know why? Because you're not taking the right dosage, brother. I'm gonna tell you right now, Chris, you're not taking the right stuff. That's why it ain't working for you. Oh.
Yeah, I can't wait to start making those CBG or CBN bath bombs.
That CBN bath bomb, that'd be something that nobody else is doing.
People have been asking me about them more and more, and I'm selling them. I just want to start infusing them, but I have to like see what kind of distillate I should use. I'm thinking it's going to be powder distillate.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration when it comes to CBD, you need a little bit of THC for it to bind to your agent.
Right.
You know,
a lot of people don't understand that. Yeah, absolutely, David. No, you're absolutely hands down right, brother. Like that's one of the biggest things. It's educating people. That's what we try to do is educate people. So a lot of people are like, oh, CBD don't work. CBD don't work. No, it works. You just need to know. You just need to get the proper dosage. Like if you take too much, it won't work. You take too little, it won't work. You just have to find that proper that proper dosage, you know.
Mm-hmm. So how you guys doing today?
Hey, we're here, brother. You made it, man. You a little dark, but you made it.
Yeah, no, I apologize for all that.
No, you're good. You're good, brother. We here. Me and Brandi been going back and forth. Me and Brandi know each other. We can sit around and bullshit for a while. Yeah. It's good. Keep the guest here.
Yeah, we didn't even get to the hog one yet. We have material left.
All right, on. I'm not sure what you guys touched on, but there was a few announcements that I wanted to make.
Go ahead, brother. Start from the beginning. I don't think we touched anything.
Okay.
Well, I talked about like the World Cup, and I talked about having each other's back, and we talked a little bit about your group as well, and like what it does for veterans. But if you want to talk more about your group and like kind of where it came from, like we definitely would like to hear it.
Okay. I mean, like the first time I was on the Stone Vet show, it all just started from a Stone idea. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary on 4/20. I'm going to be working on something special with our sponsors. Usually we hook up at least one veteran in need a month with full grow tent setup. This for our 1 year anniversary, we're going to try to do at least 2, along with other giveaways as well, just to commemorate our 1 year anniversary. Because it's been one hell of an uphill battle since I started.
What? No way.
That's crazy how fast it spread too. You're like what? You said 9 countries?
So far, yeah, we're in 9 countries.
Wow.
So in under a year.
You in Canada, David?
Yeah.
Hey, Christian, he's in Canada.
No, we're definitely in Canada. We got about 15, 20 vets out there. We're still trying to figure out how they orchestrate cannabis use in Canada, because from what I've been told, you can still smoke if you're in service.
You can.
You just can't smoke when you're on the clock.
Right.
Makes sense.
That's what the military needs instead of drinking.
No shit. That's what we're trying to do here. That's what we're trying
to do. Imagine the world. It'd be awesome. ET would have been so much easier.
No, that's one of the things that the Veteran Action Council was just talking about. Like I published this, and then the Veteran Action Council came out and they published it themselves. And they had said that their VA will actually reimburse them a gram a day. Was it 3 grams a day? Is that right, Chris? Chris Benoit, is that right? I think it's like 3 grams a day at $8.50 a gram. I think it's 3 grams. They get 10 grams a week. So it's like 2 grams a day. 2 grams a day at $8.50 a gram, and the VA reimburses them. I said, son of a bitch, dude. How cool would that be?
I mean, that's something, you know?
Right? I wouldn't be as broke as I am.
Yeah. Right. Like, wait, where's the G's costing $8.50 though? That's what I want to know. Like,
in Canada,
that's pretty reasonable.
They got massive grows in Canada.
Yeah, right. Dispensaries out here is $20 a gram, $45 to $60.
Shut up! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We're going out the door $20 an ounce.
An ounce? Like, okay, no, I can't even say that one. No, not exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Here in Oklahoma, out the door, $20 for an ounce.
Like, is it like Reg ounce, or is it like?
No, it's good.
No, it's good weed. It's good weed. It's top shelf weed. It's what they call top shelf.
Okay, because there's multiple shelves. Like
yeah. So here it's like considered top shelf. You can go between $20 to $35 an ounce out the door.
It's on the lurch shelf.
It's on the lurch shelf. Yeah, it's on the lurch shelf, man. But that's not here. Yeah, here in Oklahoma. That's why I tell you guys, we're setting the standards across the country, dude. Across the country, we're setting the standards. A lot of people are looking at Oklahoma for a lot of different things, right? And it's like, damn, dude, how's Oklahoma doing it, right? And we're doing it though. A lot of people are looking at us. I mean, our system's broke. It's broke as can be. I mean, if you have $2,500 in your checking account, you can start a commercial grow, no problem. In the state of Oklahoma,
Good to know.
Right now in Pennsylvania, from what I'm hearing down the grapevine, is they're trying to pass medical grow for medical patients. That'll be beautiful. 10 plants for $50, and I think it's 250 for 150 plants. From what I hear,
wow.
That's major.
That's yeah, that's nice. I mean, especially with what you're doing with vet codes, man. Why don't you let the audience give the audience a little bit? Like Chris Benoit, he's a Canadian Army infantry guy. He's a corporal in the Canadian Army, and he was asking. He wants to know what is vet codes. Why? How did you create vet codes?
Like I said, that code started off of a stoned idea I had on 420 of last year. Uh, I did sales for 8 years after I got out of the army, so I had a really good basis in the structure within the marketing industry. So with that being said, one day I was just smoking a joint on 420 and talking to one of my good friends, TJ Durkin, and one thing led to another. I just started reaching out to cannabis related companies that help people grow, and just it started snowballing. One thing led to another, and under a year, we have over 160 different companies that show their support for the veteran community and vet codes. All of the exclusive discount codes, promotional giveaways all the time. In fact, I just got a whole care package again from Seedsman, so now we're up to stock again.
Up to stock again.
Yeah, I mean they literally just sent about 200 packs of seeds to hand out to vets in need. You know, that's what it's really about. It's paying it forward.
No, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. That's the biggest things that a lot of people don't understand. Like, that's what me and Brandi were talking about. Like getting out of service, right? One of the biggest things you always see the tattoos. You see everybody. I got you 6. I got you 6. I got you 6. But they only got you 6 until they ain't got you 6 no more, right? And you being in the industry working with veterans, I'm sure you've seen both sides of the house. Those that will screw you and those that will actually help you. And it's hard to find good groups like what you're doing.
Yeah.
That says, I'll help you. Let me help
And
you.
they mean it. Yeah.
I mean, that's really the biggest thing that we have to realize being veterans, and this is all veterans in all NATO countries, so on and so forth. That contract never ends. We still got to watch each other's 6. Now,
Right.
a lot of people tend to lose prospects in that image of being able to watch each other's 6 until it doesn't benefit them anymore.
Right.
It doesn't follow their agenda, and that's a shame. If we all work together, we'd be a lot more efficient. We'd be able to get a lot more done. And be able to help
That's
out.
what a lot of people don't understand, right? Because I mean, we all potheads. We all smoke. Brandi smokes, but nowhere near as much as David smokes or I smoke. I don't smoke anymore right now. But I mean, one of the biggest things that people don't understand is like when you go smoke weed, everybody's like, oh, I got a brother of mine. He just retired out of the Navy, and I did him a favor. He's like, I want to try it, but I don't know how, right? Because it's the biggest thing, right? A lot of people are scared. They're still stuck on that stigma that the government gave us, saying it's bad for you. Cannabis isn't good, da da da. The dare to don't, dare on drugs and crap like that, right? And I was like, all right. So I went and I got him a caramel bar. It's a trifecta, 1 THC, 1 CBD, and 1 CBG. So it's got 5 milligrams of CBD, 5 milligrams of THC, and 5 milligrams of CBG. It's medicine, right? That's medicine, right, David?
Yep.
Hands down, it's medicine, right? I told him, I said, for your first time, try 1 square. Try 1 square and see how that makes you feel. Give it about 30 minutes to get in your system, 30, 40 minutes. Let it go through your liver and everything else, get in your bloodstream and see how it feels, man. And sure as shit, 45 minutes later, this guy was like, I feel absolutely amazing. I said, that was only 1 square. I said, that's awesome. That's awesome that you feel like this. Now you have an understanding of why I advocate for it, right? For me, when I was able to smoke, I was high all day long. I love being high. I enjoy being out of the mind. But I'm not one of those, oh, dude, this is the greatest weed ever, dude. You should smoke some of this. That's not me, right? I smoke it and I go to work and I'm able to focus on what's in front of me. I go in there and I just work. My body's not hurting. My mind's not hurting. I can focus on my job and get my job done, right? There's a time and place for that. And that's what I try to tell a lot of people. When you go and drink, there's a time and place to get smashed drunk, right? It's the same with smoking weed. There's a time and place to get so stoned that you get couch locked and you're just like, I ain't doing shit. I'm done. There's a time and place, and that's one of the biggest things is trying to break the stigma to allow people to know, hey, dude, you can use plant medicine. It's okay. It's okay to be high. It's okay. You just have to know how to use it and what gets you to that point, right?
No, that's very important. A lot of people just think smoke weed, you're going to get high. But when you're actually using it for medicinal purposes, you're looking at the terpene profiles and what they heal, what they take care of. You know,
Right.
certain strains will take care of pain, certain ailments, as in stress, anxiety, PTSD. You just have to look at the right or terpene profile to be able to know which ones to go for.
Right.
A lot of people, they just look at 30% THC. Let me get that one.
Yeah, and it sucks. So like my episode, if you guys are watching on YouTube, you can definitely look through my videos. I have an episode called Blue Green Venture Ryan, right? So Ryan Early is actually he led Oklahoma to allow CBD into the state. He wrote the bill and allowed CBD in the state, and he actually just wrote the bill to allow psilocybin in the state
Nice.
as a research study. We're waiting on it's going up to the Senate. We just got to wait for the Senate to vote it and allow it in. But with the lobbyists that we have, they already said don't worry about it. It's going to pass. You know, and
That's an
so in Oklahoma, yeah, here
okay.
in Oklahoma. And so one of the biggest things, how you're saying, like when you go to a dispensary, 35% THC, 27% THC. He's like in Oklahoma, there are no rules to how the chemist in the lab can dial in that. He said for him, for what he does, he's in the cannabis industry, he's like, we test it in-house to see where our numbers are at. Then we send it to two different labs, DEA certified labs outside of the state, to see what the numbers are when they come back. And then he'll send it to a lab in state to see where their numbers are. And he said that's how I find out if they're minus 10 or plus 10 on the scale of THC level. And he's like, there's no rules saying that they can't do that. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Mm.
He's like, no. He said that's the way it is right now in Oklahoma. There's no rule to tell them that they can't do that. Because you got plus or minus 1, but they're talking about plus or minus 10 to 15, depending, I guess, how much you pay the guy who's writing down the scale. And I was like, it's shitty, dude. That's shitty because he talked about it. He's like, you could smoke the weed, like this is good weed, like this is really good. It ain't 35% good, but it's really good weed. But since it's good weed, let's give it 35%. But that's the thing. I think that's one of the biggest struggles we're having in our country right now, though, right? Is finding out how can the politicians get paid? How do we make money off of this? And who makes the rules per state? Will it be per state, per country, per city? Who's going to make the rules to say this is how it's going to be? And that's one of the biggest struggles I think right now in our country is trying to figure out how do we do this? How do we bring this in? How do we get it? How do we legalize this and make sure it's fair across the board, right?
I think it really revolves around money.
No, absolutely.
That's really what it boils down to. They're trying to figure out how to be able to tax it and how to be able to make money off of every single aspect from it. Because
Right.
people, well, like for instance, when I was growing up, I thought it just produced a bud and that was good to go.
Right.
It has so much more to give than just the flower. It has textiles. You can make concrete. You can make insulation. You can make clothes. You can make whatever.
Right. No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. And that's a big thing that people don't understand is the textile industry with this. Like the crap you can make using the waste, right? The stems, the leaves, and everything else in between, right? Outside of the bud itself. You guys don't understand, dude. Like they're making rope, they're making paper, they're making all kinds of amazing products that can, guess what, make our country stronger again. Not reaching outside to other countries for this or that. We could do it all here.
Well, like hemp paper's been around for like what, thousands of years.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, David, with Vet Coach, you got a lot of big things coming, right? You got the Earl Cup. You've got a lot of big things happening. Why don't you let the audience know what all's going on with Vet Codes?
Well, we've also made a few different partnerships as well. Recently, we just partnered up with the VFW 720 out in Arizona. They're the first VFW that got the green light to be able to start a smoke lounge for veterans. So we have a few different projects that we're going to be trying to work on. one of the things that we want to do is pick up some of the older veterans, like Vietnam vets from their VA hospital, bring them over to the lounge, smoke them up, bring them back, things along like that. Trying to break the stigma of the VFW. For the last what 50, 60 years, it's been just straight alcohol. You know, and let's be honest, being a veteran, alcohol is usually not the best fix. So bringing the smoke lounge to the first VFW, that's something huge. I can't wait for that. I'm going to be going out there hopefully in October for the Earl Cup. Uh, if you are a member of Vet Codes or you're thinking about becoming a member of Vet Codes, we will have a booth at every Earl Cup. And for this one, it's going to be a camp out. So we're going to have a whole designated area for Vet Codes members to be able to camp out, hang out, have a little campfire, smoke, bullshit, hang out, and talk about how cannabis has changed everyone's lives. Uh, we've also partnered up with EOD 420. They're another cannabis group for veterans. It's for the EOD community. If you're EOD, you understand why you guys have your own community.
I knew a couple of those guys. I was like, "You guys need to smoke some weed, dude. The shit you guys do and the shit you've been through. I don't even know how you're still here, dude."
Yeah, but it's good because networking is how you build a strong community.
Right.
Today.
No, absolutely, absolutely. That's one of the biggest things is that's what I always stress about is that we have to grow our community, right? That's the biggest thing is how do I grow my community, right? How do I do this? How can I go and grow my community? Because I tell people, I was like, I don't know your area. I don't know what's in your state. I don't know what nonprofits are in your state or whatever the case may be. I don't know any of that, right? And this is what I always tell them. I say, you have to go out. You have to go out and you guys have to go to your community and find out what's out there. Like I said, Travis Johnson told me there's approximately 55,000 veteran nonprofits in the US that are active right now. And there's 50 states, dude.
If all of us work together, imagine what we would be able to achieve.
Absolutely. That's the biggest thing, That's the biggest thing that people don't understand. If we all came together and work together, they wouldn't understand. They wouldn't understand, man. They would not understand what we could do together because what we could do together. That's the biggest thing is, it's like I talked about, is like we are strength in numbers. Hands down, we are strength in numbers, right? And if we're able to do these things together, you guys have no idea what we could do together to grow our community, right? And if you guys work together like we're supposed to with all these nonprofits, like I said, there's approximately at least 1,100 nonprofits, right? At least 1,100 nonprofits in each state. And if you guys would actually work together instead of against each other, because a lot of us, we know that we're always working against each other, right?
For whatever reason.
For whatever reason, right? We should be working together to defeat the 22 a day, right? We're always fighting against each other for whatever the case may be, right? Mm-hmm. And we need to put our ourselves aside and actually say, hey, let's work together. Because a lot of the things is that a lot of these nonprofits are doing the same fucking thing. they have the same mission, right?
Oh, see that's the thing. Like I've spoken with quite a few different nonprofits ever since I filed for nonprofit, and I've seen where they're going with it. I've tried linking up with a few different ones, but my definition of a nonprofit is whatever comes in goes back out to the veterans in need.
Right.
And that's how it should. Granted, I'm wearing a hat and a shirt from two of my sponsors. That's about all that I'll wear. You know what I mean? Everything else goes right back out. Right now, we're sending out about 40 to 60 care packages a week on average, which isn't too bad.
That's insane, dude. Yeah. That's insane, but a lot of people don't understand this. Like, for you, you're not taking a profit off of any of this. No. You're not making any money off of this, dude.
No.
And that's the crazy part is like for what you're doing. A lot of people, you guys that are in the nonprofit industry, you guys understand it's hard to make money. It's hard to make money for your organization to be able to provide a service to the veteran community, right? It's a big struggle, right? That's a massive struggle. And what David's doing here, he is, I mean, he's paying out of pocket. He's got 40 to 60 packages a week, and he's paying out of pocket to freaking send all this out.
What I do a lot is I tend to, because I traded all the commission for a bigger or a bigger discount. Uh, that's one of the reasons that Vetcoats has exclusive discounts, is because, at the end of the day, if you trade the commission for the bigger discount, you're going to have a bigger discount. It's kind of cornering the market for other people, and I understand that, and I'm sorry for that, or not really, because I'm sick of people getting screwed over. I'm sick of people getting made money off. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not stopped. So at the end of the day, that's why I work with these sponsors. That's why they give us the discounts we do. That's why they're able to do giveaways that we do. And that is true. There's another 30 that die from opiates every day.
I talk about it on my show all the time. We lose it's about 35 plus. So it's about 57. There's about 57 veterans we're losing right here while we're sitting around bullshitting, right? Us vets, Brandi, David, and I, while we're sitting here bullshit, we're losing a brother and sister. Why? Because you guys aren't sharing the content. If you guys go out there and start sharing the content and letting people know, hey, dude, go check out these guys. These are veterans talking about smoking weed. You believe that shit? It's federally illegal, but they sitting here talking about smoking weed and helping you grow your own medicine and stuff. Go check out this content, this crazy content. So, like I said, if you're watching on Facebook, click that share button right down there, right? Where's it at? Right there? Click that share button. Share this content, because I know you're part of a bunch of veteran communities, right? I know you're part of the veteran communities. Share it with them. Let them know who we are, right? Share it. That's the only way we get the word out of the amazing things that David's doing over at Vetcoats. If you're on YouTube and you're watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I got a new episode dropping tomorrow. Another freaking veteran advocating from another nonprofit, Veteran Initiative 22.
Nice.
He's doing amazing things, man. You definitely got to share this content. We have to share this, right? You have to get out there and let people bring awareness, right? The biggest thing I tell you guys on my show is we have to advocate. We have to advocate for medical freedom, right? If we wait on the government to give us anything, we're going to die, hands down. Everybody knows that. We know it. As veterans, we know it. We cannot rely on the government to give us crap, right? They'll kill us before they allow us to have it. And then whenever we're dead, they're like, oh, here you go. This is what you needed? Motherfucker, dude, I'm dead now. It's hands down one of the worst. And I know with you, you said you're working with the organization for Women's Veteran Month. Is that right?
No, it's actually just me and one other female veteran that just decided that a Marine veteran that decided, hey, guess what we're going to do today? And we teamed up with a weapons instructor who was Army, and we decided that we were going to do this class. And then we ended up having some amazing sponsors like Unique ARs. They donated that awesome $500 handguard.
I saw that.
I got a whole box of swag. And then RPG Coffee donated $2,500 in coffee, 50 bags. Oh, wow. So, and they are women veteran owned. So I thought that was awesome. And we are going to have a 2-star retired female general in attendance, along with 5 sergeant majors and a shitload of Marines. So can you imagine the bloodshed that's going to happen at this point? A bunch of Marines fighting over like who can win a $500 custom handguard.
No lie, right? That's one of the things that you're like, you gotta go check out the Stone Vet. That guy's got some crazy shit too. You want to see some crazy shit?
Yes.
That's the biggest thing, guys. That's the biggest thing. This is why we do these shows. This is why we do these lives. This is why we do these shows, is to say, hey, you're not alone. Right? It's like they said, we're losing 35 plus to opioid addiction. We're losing another 22 every day. So that's 57 veterans every day. They said we're averaging right now 2.5 million veterans get out of active duty service every year. And if we're losing 57 every day, do the math, dude. Do the math and figure out how many people are we losing compared to what we got coming out of active duty service. The biggest thing is that how do we do it? How do we go out? How do we find ourselves? How do we find our purpose again, right? Get in contact with a lot of these organizations. Go over to Vetcoats. The biggest thing he's going to ask you to do is validate that you're a vet. He wants to make sure you're a vet. That's it. He just wants to validate it, saying, hey, you're a vet. You got to validate it when you go to Home Depot and Lowe's, right? You got to show your freaking VA card. Say, yeah, I want my discount. All he wants to do is validate you, so he's not giving our medicine away to somebody that doesn't deserve it.
Like I said, I'm currently working with about 17, 18 different breeders, and all the genetics are free. We don't only just have cannabis seeds, we have vegetable herbs. We have over I'd say about 60, 70 different types of herbs and vegetables that they can pick from as well, all free of charge. You know, it's better having a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Right.
You know?
No, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. And you guys know, I always have this stuff. This is what we do. This is what the Stone Vet is about, is bringing on other advocates, other brothers and sisters who are in the game trying to figure this out, how to get you your medicine that you've earned. It's all about medical freedom, guys. This is one of the biggest things that I stress about, is that you get out there and you advocate at the state level. You have to advocate at the state level, because regardless of federal legalization, if they decide to federally legalize it this year and it's not legal in your state, guess what? It's still illegal. David Bass down in Texas is making a big push in Texas. A lot of you guys, like Brandi, you guys need to gather your people together and be at the Capitol with David,
I already talked to him.
advocating. You know, you have to advocate. You have to get out there and you have to do this, right? Chris, you're in Canada. It's legal there. You smoke it. You in the military and you smoke. I said, if I was in the military and I was able to smoke, I probably would have stayed in for 30 years, dude. You know?
What arthritis?
You know, and so that's definitely something you guys need to do. Go check out Vet Codes. Vet Codes on Facebook group. He's got his admins. You can ask to join the group, but he's gonna ask you to validate your freaking ID to make sure that you are a veteran. You are who you say you are, man. We're getting close to the end of the show. How you want to sign out to everybody, David? Say how they can reach you, how they can reach out to you and stuff like that.
Like you pretty much covered it. Every NATO veteran is welcome. You just have to show your proof of service. As long as you have proof of service that you show at Waffle House or whatever the hell you go for a discount, you know, all of our services are free of charge. You know, so our goal is just to be able to help each other, you know, grow as a community. You know, so I highly welcome everybody, and I highly recommend everyone to show up. You know, and enjoy the fun. You know, because we do 500 giveaways a year as well. So there's always
500 giveaways a year. He's giving away seeds for free. You just got to put your name in the pot. You know?
Hey, that's pretty awesome.
That's awesome right there. What about you, Brandi? You want to say anything to these guys? Brandi's got to get ready to go. She's got her own show getting ready to start.
About 3 minutes. Yes. We actually tune in tonight for Yes, I'm the Veteran. We are having one of the top tattoo artists for Operation Tattooing Freedom, Cactus Jack. He is going to be coming on tonight and talking about laser removal therapy, as well as tattooing therapy, and also scuba diving, as it helps veterans with PTSD. So tune in tonight and you'll probably learn some new things that you didn't know.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it, David. I appreciate understanding technical difficulties. You still were here. You're still able to spread the word. That's what it's about, supporting each other and helping each other out. Like Brandi said, as soon as my show's over, she's going to be going live with her tattooing people. Go check out her episode. She's doing amazing things, right? This is part of the community. Like I said, share the content. Share the content. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. I got to get my numbers up, guys. Guess what? Veteran Podcast Awards, right? Look at that. Winner, Top Marine Corps Podcast. I can't win it unless you guys are subscribing and voting for me to allow me to be able to win this beautiful Warhammer. Make it 2. Let's stack them on top of each other, dude. We can definitely be like, yeah, I'm the damn near the best. I am the best. You know, get out there, guys. If you guys need anything, go check out David at Vet Codes. Go hang out with Brandi at Yes, I Am the Veteran coming on next. We're always here, dude. You can always reach out to us. We're never too far away. Don't ever feel like you're by yourself, because you're not. We're definitely here to help you get through those lows, right? There's a lot of lows. There's a lot of highs. Let's get you out of that low and get you back into that high. Connect. This Friday, I got Eric from Veteran Initiative 22 out of Maryland doing amazing things. And guess what? He's advocating weed's legal in Maryland. He's helping veterans get their medical cards to be able to have medical freedom in their state. Come check out my episode this Friday. Great content, guys. Like I said, man, you are important. You are needed. There's nobody else in this world that can do what you can do. Stay here with us. Allow us to be able to use you to be able to grow our community like we do every single day, man. Appreciate it, David. Thank you. Thank you, Brandi, for coming on the show, hanging out with me, man. I love you guys. Remember, guys, here at the Stone Vet, we got you 6.